What are you doing that for? Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. Thank you for bringing this to me. You did your part. Very good. Now, keep studying. You've only scratched the surface.
Excuse me, Enter. Might I have a moment?
What is it?
Yes, apologies for the intrusion. I was wondering...
Before you even ask, yes, I have an ancestry steeped in magic, and no, I don't want to talk about it. Yes, I know Winterhold used to be full of my kind, and no, I don't care that they're all gone now. Does that cover everything?
At which point you assured me that you'd cover my expenses.
No, I suppose we haven't. Brelina Marion of House Telvanni. First of my family to leave Morrowind in a long time. Now I'm here to study conjuration. That's what's important.
I was unaware that I had forgotten that. I will... I'll take care of that as soon as possible.
See that you do. Let me give you a bit of advice. If you want to work on something that's not officially allowed, don't tell anyone you're doing it. You need something you're not officially supposed to have? You come see me. You tell anyone that I told you, and I'll fry you.
Oh, there was a great rumble outside this morning. Did you feel it? Surely it must have been a giant riding a carriage, or a flying ship. Of course, that had to be it. It couldn't possibly be anything else. Although, I don't know if it will be powered by cheese. That part makes no sense. Carried by moth spiders, more likely. They shoot the mammoths with their webbing and then float off together into the sky. It takes 1,000, no, 1,000,000 moths to lift it. Oh, I would never try anything like that. Won't even drink a bottle of ale. I need my mind absolutely clear so I know what I see is real. Oh, plenty. For instance, I was trying to build... Of course, using destruction magic will be too dull. Even the illusion
Even with the
spells get
college's
boring.
laid-back attitude, there are still some things that are... Maybe you can help me. Just bring it back to me. There are some... I hope you've got some... let's just take a look, then.
You are new, yes? Have you mastered the expert-level destruction spells yet? Ah, this is good. But Jizargo will know them first. It is good to finally be around mages who may be able to keep up with Jizargo. There is much for Jizargo to be sure of. There is skill in magic, there is charm, and there is a strong will. Jizargo will be successful. Of this there is no doubt.
You consider restoration a valid school of magic, worthy of study, don't you? Don't you? Good, good. Not that I require validation, of course. There are just some, and I shan't name names, who would disagree. It can make life difficult when one's colleagues fail to recognize the research one engages in. Aye, that I do. Well, look at you. New student. Good. Yes. Good. Well then, firstly, the ability to repel the undead cannot be ignored. Restoration's not just healing cuts and bruises, you know. The undead are a very real, very dangerous threat, and restoration magics can keep them at bay. Skyrim is well known to be full of these Draugr. Have you met one of those? Oh, I see. Fine. Here, this is for you, then. Take it. Just be sure to put it to good use. Every mage in this college regularly uses wards for practice, so as to avoid physical harm. I truly hope these points. Restoration is a excellent. You should give it a try, right? Talk to Tolf, dear. Yes, he was here, but he left. Mentioned something about needing help. Okay, well, that's all I've got. Bye now. Why are my research materials? I'll gladly share my knowledge with you. All right, then.
Even with the college's laid-back attitude, there are still
Please don't
some
bother the
things
Archmage
that are
unless
off
it's
limits.
absolutely necessary.
You can see me? Confound it all, I was quite sure I was invisible. Or at least transparent. Farewell.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. Ah, yes. We've become aware of a problem in Winterhold. Underneath the college, Draugr, down in the mid. Nothing truly dangerous, but still, it needs to be taken care of course. Oh, excellent. It's good to know that won't be a problem any longer. But please, do be careful, all right? Good.
You know, they say knowledge is its own reward.
Mirabelle does a fine job as Master Wizard, I suppose. Still, there's always room for improvement. I can teach you, but I won't be held responsible for what you do with the knowledge. You wish to master the arcane arts, huh? Destruction spells come in different forms, each useful for various purposes. So, fire, a capricious element. Often deadly, but always exciting. Let's see. A standard spell for one skilled in destruction magic is the Firebolt. Tell me, can you cast it? Oh, I see. Well, a small test, if you will. Here, I'll mark the location on your map. Good luck.
Restoration is a perfectly valid school of magic, and don't let anyone tell you otherwise. Watch what you're doing! Until next time.
Please don't bother the Archmage unless it's absolutely necessary.
Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. Yes? How can I help you? Yes. Excellent. Well done indeed. Now let's see. Ah, yes. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Saarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside.
Need something? Not my problem.
What do you want? Until next time.
And here we are. All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious. As some of you may know, Saarthal was one of the earliest Nord settlements in Skyrim. It was also the largest. Sacked by the elves in the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Saarthal. This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such an early civilization and the magics they used.
What are you doing that for?
Well, are there any questions before we begin? Anything. Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going to find. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence. Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Brelina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them, just identify them. Ormond, please search that area over there. See if you notice any residual energies, alive or undead. Cesargo, what shall we have you do? Why don't you verify that we're the first ones here? Look for any amount of tampering with the tombs. All right, everyone. Let's be careful, but have fun.
What are you doing that for?
Don't touch anything! What? Ah, yes, you. I remember you. You're going to help? That's fine. Just don't make a mess of my work. I've only looked through a portion of the section. You can look around in the chambers just north of here. Try and be careful, all right? We don't want to damage anything. Until next time.
What in the world was that racket? Is everything all right? How in the world did that happen? Really? Perhaps the amulet is important somehow. Is there some way you can use it? Do you see that? Some kind of resonance. You and the wall. It must be connected to the amulet. I wonder, what effect might your spells have? Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured. Well, would you look at that? This appears to lead somewhere. Let's see where it goes. Well, this is highly unusual and very interesting. Why in the world would this be sealed off? What is this place? I'm not sure what to expect here. Please be on your guard.
Hold, mage, and listen well. Know that you have set in motion a chain of events that cannot be stopped. Judgment has not been passed, as you had no way of knowing. Judgment will be passed on your actions to come, and how you deal with the dangers ahead of you. This warning is passed to you because the Psijic Order believes in you. You, mage, and you alone, have the potential to prevent disaster. Take great care, and know that the Order is watching.
I swear I felt something rather strange just then. What just happened? I'm afraid I didn't see anything. Can you tell me more about what you saw? The Psijic Order? Are you quite sure about that? That's very odd. And danger ahead? Why, that doesn't make any sense at all. The Psijics have no connection to these ruins, and no one's seen any of their order in a long time. Perhaps we should take a look inside these coffins. Now, please do be careful. Who knows what we're going to find? What was that?
I won't back down!
This is simply fascinating. Excuse me. Be careful. This is simply fascinating. Did you hear something? I may be old, but I know something. never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look at all these coffins. I've never seen anything like this in Nordic ruins before. Why, just look. Be prepared to defend yourself. Take care now. Hold on, my boy, hold on. I thought it high time I caught up with you. Well now, would you look at that? I never imagined we'd find something like this. Why is this buried so far within Saarthal? What could this place be? Mm-hmm. Huh? Nothing seems to work. Keep it busy. I'll try to drain some of its power. I'm not the only one seeing this, am I? Why, this is utterly unique. I have no idea. This is amazing. Absolutely amazing. The Archmage needs to be informed immediately. He needs to see this for himself. I don't dare leave this unattended. Can you return to the college and inform Sabo Saran of this discovery? Please, hurry. Watch what you're doing.
You look awful. Better not get me sick.
Need something?
You are relatively new here, are you not? I have noticed you, but we have not spoken. Then allow me to introduce myself. I am Savos Arin, Archmage of the College of Winterhold. I am quite content to see nearly any aspect of magic explored and investigated here. But I do not and will not approve of any research or experiments that cause purposeful harm to your fellow members of the college. Are we clear? Please don't tell me that another one of the apprentices has been incinerated. I have enough to deal with right now. I see. I trust that Tolfdir will provide a more specific explanation. Thank you for bringing this to my attention. Tolfdir normally looks after your little group, yes? Since he's apparently occupied, and I will need to see this discovery for myself, I think perhaps you should begin researching the subject. And good work. The next time you find yourself exploring Nordic ruins, perhaps this will be helpful.